Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith of Smiths in the Black with a Strat Time Report, and we're starting off a new month. So, outside of the quarterly and the yearly, everything starts over again. So you can see here SPY just drifting towards the highs. Remember that we had an outside month followed by another outside month. So the question is last month's selling that was rejected here going to continue and go 3-2 to the upside? Well, not too much. So we gap up just slightly and then a red on the day. So right now SPY pretty much doing nothing, but that sets up the potential for the 333 if we start to tank, but we're not doing that right now. You had an inside bar on the 60 here. Takes it slightly higher, but these 2 hours still in this. So we want to get out of this, and so either side of this bar is going to tell us what's really going on here. So nothing until you either go to new highs and exhaustion risk over 460.70 or below 458.20 is what I want to know about in that SPY. One of the things that I talk about is if you're going to trade the futures or the broader averages, is gauging them against each other and seeing what's going on. Because if you go to QQQ, you're going to see this also inside 60, up slightly, but still stuck in here. But your leader clearly to start off the month right now is the small caps, and you can see that just gangbusters. And let's say here, if you go to the monthly chart, you see these three. Depending on when that updated, this would be an inside quarter, right? Because it's 3 months completely inside of here. So anytime it's above these guys, that's a sideways inside quarter to the upside, and you can see how powerful that was right out the chute. So small cappers, your leaders, so we can keep an eye on them going forward to see if that continues. Like I said, it's only the first day of the month, so we want to see what they really want to do starting off the month. So if you go to Nvax, you can see had a rough month last month. That was a 2 up, then 2 down, right? And now you still got a good distance to take this out, but you start off the new month here with the weekly going like this, inside week, 2 down, inside, 2 up. So Nvax coming back through all this kind of stuff. You can see a broadening formation like this. Let's see if we can take all these guys out. Nvax comes out firing right out the chute. And if you go to the 30, you're going to see this. Inside 30 right there. 2, 1, 2, and off she goes, Nvax. We'll see how that goes. Good for the rest. That signal's good for the rest of the week. The question is going to be strong enough to take out that month. We'll see. If we go to Tesla's still going. And Tesla sticking it to them. Remember last week we had that 2 inside days, and then Friday, boom, and now right back at them. You can see also here on the 30, the inside 30 to start the day and off to the races. Tesla's just exhaustion risk by going into the highs. If we go to SI, and SI, you can see this here. We got Bitcoin related inside week, opens, doesn't gap, and comes right back through all this stuff. That's ideally what you want. You have an inside 30 here. 2, 1, 2 continuation. Just exhaustion risk because it makes it to the highs. So we'll see if that sets up again for us. If we go to the gappers, BTTX, and this thing really going out of here, so a little bit fast here. It's a newer issue. As you can see here, the Better Therapeutics, Ripper, and we'll see if there's anything on the 15er. A little quick, but you can see this here. This is what we look for. The gap up, the poke down by a slight lower low, and then boom, 2 up, 2 down, 2 up, and these two become an outside bar of that, and that's how you get in on this. We'll see if that sets up again for you, but you can see that $12 all the way up to 28. Real nice move there, so we'll see if there's anything left more in the tank or if it sets up again. If we go to BMRN, and this was in my weekend video, if you watch that, because you can see this, some of the things that we look for. The poke down hammer stops all these guys out. And like, this is my support level. Is it? Boom, takes them all out. Now they're gone. Now you have your 2-2 reversal back through the previous range. Looking to test at least these highs here. And so as long as this thing's above this for the month, above 79.99, that gets my attention in BMRN. It's there now. Right now, just kind of walking up on the 15. How's that 60 doing? 60, still marching. You see this right here was an inside 60, took that up. So we'll see what sets up there. If we go to ANIP, And ANIP having a nice day. You can see this used to be a lot higher. We always want to know about that. And here now you're inside on the 60. Looks like it pokes down a little bit. See if that sets up a RevStrat 60 in another hour. A lot of this game is patience. It's being like, oh, I don't need it now. I'm like, let it poke down. Let this close out. And wherever the high of this is, that's going to get my attention in another hour. If we go to iRobot. In iRobot with the 312 day. Outside day by taking out both sides of this range. Inside day. Boom, real move. And off she goes to start the new month. And that gives you finally a reversal on the month. This took out those lows. 2 down. 2-2 reversal on the month on iRobot as long as it's above 85.42. And you haven't had a buy signal on this thing since all the way back in here. So now you do. iRobot coming up. If we go to ALGN, and ALGN on the day, just inside day to the upside, here, 2 up, inside, boom, takes those guys out. So the question is it going to be strong enough on that monthly to take this, the 2 down, 2 up month, ALGN. So if it can, it would be over 674.95. That would do it. And so here you see on the 60, takes out the highs, then these lows. So this would be a 2-2-2 continuation in the next hour if we can get over this. 661.79, and keep an eye on that. If we go to, well, let's check in on the apes. Gamestop starting off a nice month here, and you can see all this kind of stuff is going to be stuck in this month almost forever until either the major squeeze they're hoping for happens or the zero happens. But here you can see we slightly took out last month's lows, and so GameStop is a 2-2. It's a 2-2 reversal back up over 192.18. You're there right now for the month. So that's your level for GameStop going forward this month. If we go to Coinbase, more Bitcoins. And Coinbase, nice inside day to the upside, right? This is completely within that range. So Coinbase continuing to come back here up on this stuff. We'll see. Just went inside 60 up slightly and hits magnitude. Remember, when you have an inside bar, the magnitude is to take out the mother bar, this thing, which it did. Now it's a matter of whether those buyers step up again. To start off the new hour, they're taking a little profit. If we go to John Deere, and John Deere, and this is in the weekend video as well because of this. The outside month by taking out both sides, the 2 down, and then boom, 322 for the rest of the month over 353.85. You're there now and had a nice move to do that. So we'll see if that sets up. You can see it just kind of trying to scream higher. We could use a little bit more corrective activity to get in on this thing, or something like a RevStrat 15er right here. Inside bar, pokes down, boom, off she goes. If we go to VUZI, and VUZI having a nice percentage gain, and you can see this on the month. You just got to wait for them to set up. The 2 down by taking out the lows, boom, 2-2 reversal here for the month. Over 1165, trading almost 13 here. Nice little move here. We'll see coming back to a previous range. That we like because we know there's going to be a lot of stops in here for anybody short this thing. So VUZI looking good coming into the new month. SOFI, another favorite of the apes, and SOFI takes the inside week to the upside. Right, this was completely within the previous range. Boom, hits magnitude by taking this out, but you've had your consolidation. You also had these inside days here to come back through the range. Now we'll see if the buyers step up. If we go to Mara, more Bitcoin, MARA, and you can see this inside week to the upside, 2-1-2 continuation. Now backs off. The buyer's got to step up because it was just magnitude was just to take that out. But you do got a little bit more to take all-time highs here, 57.75. So you can watch this, see if it sets up over here. Right now it's backing off the inside 60 reversal. So we'll see if that sets up another reversal to go higher. If you go to XONE, And XONE RevStrat. What's that? It's an inside bar. It pokes down and then reverses back through. So it hits magnitude. It's going to take, when it took this out, 2341, the magnitude was to take these three guys out. Right? Then we don't know. We'll see if they step up. So far they are, but that's good all month, so long as it's above this. 2341. If we go to DM, and DM, another little guy taking off here, and you can see on the monthly here, 2 down by taking out the previous low, then boom, 2-2 reversal here. As soon as that thing takes out 755, trading 869, still going. We'll see if that slows down and can get it way in there. It's been moving pretty quick, and then here's your inside 15er. If you go to Facebook, and Facebook trying to reverse on the weekly here. 2 up by taking out the previous high, 2 down, trying to go the out, and then boom, 2-2 reversal back up this week as long as it's over 330.20. All right, so you're just up a little bit above that, and you can see this on the daily, your broadening formation. This is what that's looking like. So as long as it's above that, we're looking to go back up to here at least, right? So you just don't want it to fall back in here because you can see the slight lower low and the higher high. So this is the sub-broadening formation within the greater formation. So tomorrow, if it was to take out today's lows, that's also something I would want to know about if it starts to fail back down. If we go to Triple D, and Triple D, RevStrat Monther, inside month here, this bar, red bar here was inside of that. Then you poke down, try and fail, but then boom, right back at them. RevStrat 122 over 29.58, right? And you're still there. If we go to, it's not too much on the downside, but if we go to the CrowdStrike, still handling an inside month, but you're taking out last week's lows. That's always something I want to know about, because anybody who bought CrowdStrike last week goes underwater below this, right? So you had this 2 down, 2 up, 2 down day, right? Took all these guys out. The question is whether they're going to step down or not. Right now, going inside back up off the 15. What does the 60 look like? Okay, so you can see the 60 did what it was supposed to do, measured move. Down, inside, measured move. So now it looks like we could easily have an inside 60 going forward. We'll see what that looks like. If we go to Zilla, and Zilla taking out last Friday's lows, so that's something. Trying to capture these guys. Still have some mighty distance here to do anything damage on the weekly, but we'll see. Anytime you start off a new week, we want to see what they start off doing here. SPY trying to firm up here and stay firm off that inside 60. We still haven't had a reversal from that, so that's something you'd want to know about. Is it still 1 2 2 up, inside and up, or is there any reversal on this coming back down? Right now we don't have that. Still going. If we go to ANTM, just here on the weekly, you can see this taking out last week's lows. 2 up by taking out the highs, 2 down. So you can watch out with the healthcare. I mean, it's like every Monday we want to pay attention to what they first do, especially if it's the beginning of the month, to see if they can come back the next day and continue. If you go to MRTX, and MRTX having a rough one. 2 up, 2 down week, coming back through previous range. Still inside of the month, so we'll see if that is weak enough to take all this kind of stuff out and down into here, or at least to take this out, because you can see the lower low and the higher high there. MRTX right now trying to firm up. If we go to Aon, and Aon just another 2 up, 2 down week to keep an eye on. Have plenty of room on the month, but here, so long as it's below 309, that's something that has my attention going forward the rest of this month. And last but not least, Adobe. And Adobe, just looking for outside day here from Friday. take out the highs and the lows. But if that works, we want to keep an eye on this level to see if it goes 2-2 weak on the downside. 633.27. So you got some distance on that, but we'll see. So it's the beginning of the month. It's the beginning of the week. So let them open, and as always, then come tomorrow, we see what they do on a Monday, and we want to see if they follow through or they reverse, right? And so right now, your small cappers, your big leaders, as far as the broader averages, and keep an eye on that stuff. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, Smith the Black, Strat Time Report.